Greetings, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of One Take, the magic relationship ratio. That is what we are going to be talking about today. That's right, the magic relationship ratio. For those of you that have never heard of it, I will give you the very simple version or explanation of what it is. It is a way that psychologists have come up with to determine the health of a relationship. And essentially, it means that for every one negative interaction, there needs to be five positive ones. There's my hand, five positive ones. And this goes across the gamut of relationships from personal to professional. And whereas I love the idea of putting a focus on something that, or trying to gauge, put a numeric value, something that we can track on the health of a relationship, I'm going to call bullshit on it in just a little bit. And the reason why I am has more to do with how we view our days as humans than actually the ratio itself. Hear me out real quick. Think about the relationship that you have with a service provider or a vendor. Say it's something that you use every day in and day out, 40 hours a week, 50, 60 hours a week, whatever it is you're working, you use all the time. And most of the time, it works like a boss for you. It does exactly what you need it to do. And then it doesn't for a moment, for a couple moments, one little quirk, one minor thing, whatever. And suddenly it sucks. That's all you can think about is that one negative. That negative is ruling your entire domain of understanding of that. But what we overlook are all of the other moments that were good. Those were good. When it's doing what it's supposed to do, those are good moments. And we do the same thing, I think, a lot of times in our personal lives as well, whether it's a relationship with a significant other, with a family member, hell, just a relationship with life. We're having a bad day. Oh, it's a bad day. Well, is it really? Or is it just one or two bad moments surrounded by a crap ton of good ones? The problem we have is that we don't realize when things are going normal, peaceful, as we want them, that's actually good. Because what's the opposite of that? Bad. When it goes awry, when things go wrong. But we have a tendency to just focus on the negative. And that's why I think that this magic relationship ratio is a little skewed. I absolutely think in general, you should have that perception in a relationship, whether it's business or professional. If you have way too many negatives that overdo the positives, there's a good chance you might want to rethink things a little bit. But the reality is we have to make sure that we're being honest with ourselves and we are looking at every day that doesn't have a negative. That's a positive. So the ratio is typically going to be way more skewed in a direction that you don't see it as. So do yourself a favor. Do your friends here at One Take a favor and do the magic relationship ratio a favor and think about all the good times, not just the bad, not just the little moments, the little quirks, the little tweaks that go wrong with something. Think about all the great times that you have otherwise with it. And I promise you that ratio will be looking pretty darn good pretty much every day of your life. Get out there, make it a great day, make it a great week. This is One Take. Take care.